Hello everyone, welcome to today's fun and exciting video. Have you ever thought about how phones recognize your face or how YouTube knows exactly what video you want to watch next? Well, the answer is something called machine learning. Don't worry if you never heard of it. I'm going to explain it so simply. Even 5 years old can understand it. So sit back, relax and let's get started. What is machine learning? So let's imagine you have a super smart robot friend. The robot doesn't know anything when it's born. But if you show it a lot of things and tell it what they are, and the robot will start learning. So that's exactly what machine learning is. It means teaching computers to learn from examples, just like how you learn by looking and practicing. For example, if you show the computer like 100 pictures, like 40 or apples, 30 or bananas, 30 or oranges, and tell if the names, it can learn what each fruit looks like. Then, when you show it a new fruit, it can say, "Yeah, this looks like round and red. I think it's an apple." That's called learning from data. See how humans learn and how machines learn will there is no big difference between them, but you guys as a human being learns like doing your homework, listening to your teacher, watching others. Like by doing all these things as a human beings we learn. But how mission learns from lots of data like pictures, numbers, words, and finding pattern in the data. For example, let's say you see 10 pictures of a cat and 10 pictures of dogs. At first, you don't know which is which, but someone tells you this is a cat and this is a dog. Soon, your brain figure it out like cats are similar, maybe having a pointy ears. Dogs are bigger, maybe fluffy tails, like that. Now, imagine a robot is given the same pictures with the same names. It will start finding patterns just like you, how the human beings learns. So, there are a few types of machine learnings. Let's talk about three main types of learning in a fun way. First one is let's talk about the first type of learning, supervised learning. It's just a like having a teacher or parent helping you while you learn something new. Imagine this: you are learning to recognize fruits. Your mom shows you a red round fruit and says, "This is an apple." Then she shows you an yellow long one and says, "This is a banana." After seeing many examples, you start to figure it out by yourself. The next time someone shows you the red fruit and you say, "Hey, that's an apple." That's supervised learning. The computer learns with the help of labeled examples. We show it pictures and tell it what they are. So the computer uses this to learn how to guess correctly in the future. It's like going to school. You learn best when someone guides you at the start. So So, next now let's talk about something called unsupervised learning. It is the second type of machine learning. This time, the robot doesn't get any help at all. No labels, no names, no answers. It's like giving a bunch of toys to a robot, but not telling it what they are. The robots have to figure things out on its own. So, what does it do? It looks at the toys. Maybe some are big, some are small, some are red, some are blue, and the robot starts grouping them. These look these look alike. These are different. Like that. That's called finding patterns without being told what right and what is wrong. It's like solving a puzzle without a picture on the box. So, what we learned, like supervised learning, used to have the labeled data, and unsupervised learning used to deal with the unlabeled data. So, uh, Then comes to the next learning, that is reinforcement learning. This is like learning by playing a game. The robot is trying something, and if it gets it right, it gets a reward. If it makes a mistake, it tries again next time. Let's understand it with the chess example. Imagine a robot is learning to play chess. At first, it doesn't know the rules. It moves randomly and losses, but every time it wins a small part of the game, like taking the opponent's piece, it's get a reward point. Over time, the robot figures out what moves are good and what moves are bad. It learns strategies by trying, failing, and slowly improving, just like you do when you keep practicing. That is reinforcement learning. Learning by doing, improve through feedback. Like those are the three types of machine learning. Then next, see, let's talk about something called model. A model is like a robot brain after it has learned something. It's what the computer uses to make decisions and predictions based on what it saw during training. For example, let's use shapes to understand this better. Imagine you show your robot pictures of triangles, circles, and rectangles. You also tell the robot the names of each shape while showing the picture. The robot keeps practicing until it learns the difference between each one. After learning, the robot builds a model like a shapeable brain. So when you show it a new shape it has never seen before, it looks at it and says, this has three sides, must be a triangle maybe. So that means the model is working, right? So training is the time when we teach the robot by showing it lots of examples. Let's say we want the robot to learn about shapes. During training, we show it many triangles, circles, rectangles, and we tell it the correct name for each one. It keeps looking and learning. This one has three sides, so it's a triangle. And it interprets like this one is the round, so it's circle. Just like how you learn by practicing with flashcards or worksheets, the robot learns by looking again and again during training. So when it comes to the testing is when we check if the robot really understood what we thought. We show it new shapes that it hasn't seen during training. No answers this time. If it looks at the shape and says this has three sides, so must be a triangle, then yes, the robot has learned well. But if it get it wrong, we know it needs to get more practice. So testing is like final exam. After you studied, it checks how much the robot really knows. Now let's look at how machine learning is already being used in the world around us. Have you noticed how YouTube suggests the videos you might like to watch next? That machine learning in action there. It looks like it look at what you watched before and tries to guess what you will enjoy. When it comes to the maps, apps like Google Maps uses ML to tell you the fastest route. It learns from traffic data, where the traffic jams are, where the traffic jams are, and helps you reach your destination quicker. Alexa and Siri. These voice assistants listen to your voice and understand what you are saying. They use machine learning to recognize your words and give answers, like playing your favorite songs and telling a joke. So, self-driving cars. When it comes to the self-driving cars use ML to see what's around them, like other cars are there or not, people are there or not, traffic signs. The self-driving cars used to look around them and decide how to drive safely. They have been trained with tons of driving data, right? Then the final one is face filters. So have you used funny filters on your camera that turn your face into puppy or a superhero like that? So many of you used the Snapchat, right? So that's also a machine learning. It understood your face and adds effects on it in the real time based upon your coordinations of your face. According to that, it will place the filters on your face. That's all the algorithms are run behind. The filters is used by the machine learning algorithms only, and it's everywhere. Now, before we end, let's quickly recap everything we learned today in a fun and simple way. Machine learning is how computers learn from examples, just like how you learn from practice. We saw how a robot can guess fruits, solve math problems, and all by learning from data. All the things that robot did by learning from the data only. So there are three ways that machine can learn. So one is supervised learning, second one is unsupervised learning, and third is reinforcement learning. So when it comes to the supervised learning, it's need anyone to supervise the mission, like how the teacher helping you with the answers. Like it also needs someone, or it also needs some label to help with them, to help them with the answers. And when it comes to the supervised unsupervised learning, where the robots figure things out by itself only. So there is no need of labels in unsupervised learning. That's very important point you guys need to remember when we discuss about these topics broadly in next sessions. You guys need to understand what is unsupervised and supervised learnings, why we use label and unlabeled data. And when it comes to the reinforcement learning, it's like a riding a bicycle. We try again. By practice, we get to know, like we get to uh, know how to ride a bicycle like that. And guess what? Machine learning is already helping you in YouTube suggestions, Google Maps, Alexa, and even video games. You are now one step closer to becoming the mini machine learning expert, right? That was so much fun. Now you know what machine learning is and how it makes smart computers, huh? So you guys try to answer these questions after completing this video. It will be very good for you to remember the concept which I have taught in this video. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more Tech Made Easy. Keep learning and keep exploring.